Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Against the Public for November 14th. I'm Dana Lane. Today, as usual, I will give you one free college basketball selection for Thursday. And then after, we invite you to get over to Pickdawgz.com for my premium selections across the board, whether it's the NHL, NBA, college basketball, the NFL tomorrow. You get it all. 61% winners for all access customers over the last 7 days. Good for 1,857 units of profit. So don't miss out if you haven't joined me. And for everybody that did today, thank you so much. I appreciate the trust, and we're going to try to cash some tickets for you. So let's get to your free play. We go to rotation number 743, 744. Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks against Pacific, the Pacific Tigers. Beautiful campus up there too. I had a chance to get up there last spring for UNLV baseball game against Pacific. Had a chance to go through the campus, but fantastic campus that Pacific has. They are 5.5-point favorites. 150.5 is your total. Pacific Tigers come in 3-1 on the season, trying to rebound after that loss against Hawaii. Of course, we had Hawaii minus the points in that one. It actually was a small miracle they only lost by 10 because they shot 38% from the floor. They shot 15% from three. Actually led this game in the second half, which is minor miracle number 2 in this one. But just didn't play well in that second half, as a lot of teams do not, which is why we took Hawaii in that game. Despite the loss, there was a lot of positives, I think, for the Tigers. This is certainly a team that still plays well. They defend well. They especially defend the perimeter well. They're number one in the West Coast Conference in three-point defense. They're number one in rebounding. They have one of the best point guards in the conference in Lamar Jackson. And just going back to that three-point defense, that's really important because they're playing a Northern Arizona team that, if you don't know, I know we're kind of we kind of looked at UNLV's mark, but Northern Arizona's hit 300 or hit a three-pointer in 341 consecutive games. That is their game, and then when you go up against a team that likes to shut that down, can shut it down, that might prove difficult for Northern Arizona. There are the usual question marks certainly with Pacific. They've had a ton of turnover in this program. I think only 8 of the other programs have had more of a turnover as far as players last year versus this year. And of course, they have a brand new coaching staff there. Dave Smart, who is considered probably the most successful Canadian basketball coach, is in his first year in Pacific. So there's a lot of moving parts there. We're still trying to identify what the identity is of the Pacific Tigers. The Lumberjacks are 2-1. Absolutely destroyed by Stanford in their previous outing. Hung tough for a while, and then Stanford just blew them away in that second half. I think the difference in this one, as I kind of touched on so far, I think the difference in this one lies with my confidence in the Tigers' ability to shut down the Lumberjacks from beyond the perimeter. I think this is going to make it very difficult for Northern Arizona to get back into the game if they get down. And I think in that second half, we're going to start to see some separation. So your free pick for Thursday is going to be Pacific minus 5.5. Now, guys, go to Pickdawgz.com. You can find every individual play of mine, every discounted long-term pass. Here's a sample of what you might have missed. As I mentioned, all access customers, 61% winners over the last 7 days, 1,757 units of profit, number one overall. Congratulations if you just got through sweeping that Akron plus the points against Northern Illinois. That was good. We cashed 2 more of those, so those numbers will go up just a little bit. NFL customers won 4 out of the 5 games I put out last weekend. Guys, don't miss out on another terrific weekend. Of course, we're starting it off tomorrow or today, depending on when you're watching the video, with Washington playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Commanders against the Eagles. Over the last 30 days, NFL customers have cashed 57% of their overall plays. College football on fire there as well. Joined the number one handicapper, I guess that's what is put up there. Number one college football handicapper over the last 7 days. 73% winners in college football plus 648 units. NBA number one over the last 7 days. 64% winners, plus 512 units. NHL customers, 56% winners, 679 units. That's number one amongst cappers with at least 25 plays overall. Over the last 7 days, NHL customers have enjoyed 64% winners, number one amongst cappers with at least 10 plays. And over the last 30 days, NHL customers have cashed 57% of their tickets, number one amongst cappers with at least 35 plays. So don't miss out on what is next. We are going to have a massive weekend, and I invite each and every one of you to join me, whether it's an individual play or it's a long-term pass. Just make sure you get involved. We're going to have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me for Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Thursday.